Drinking Bros. Put down the water and grab a fucking drink.
Yeah! Holy shit. I feel like the unicorn's fucking me.
Oh, unicorn ain't got shit on that beautiful haircut. Don't worry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Drinkin Bros podcast.
Drinking Bros.
And let's dive right into introducing our cast. All the way down on the end, we have big old Poppy.
So big.
Yeah. So big.
Big old potato Poppy.
I'm getting thinner.
No, well, not to be weird, but your beard's starting to grow back. You look handsome as fuck today.
Man,
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I'm
I like
feeling
those
it.
double grows out.
Double's
when you
nice.
shave, I see a tad of Bergdahl in you.
What? Oh, wow. God
A tiny
damn,
bird
I'm
doll.
gonna
I
fuck
see.
you
Are
later.
you
I
gonna
see a
desert
little
the
bit of Chelsea
podcast?
Manning in there.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you going to desert the
Whatever.
podcast like Bergdahl?
Yeah,
Is that what
he's
you're gonna
leaving.
do?
He's quitting the podcast.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm sorry. I don't know why he said that. You're an asshole. Next.
Listen, I know you wouldn't leave me.
Now,
Yeah, I know
Me
you
forever.
would just be pretending to be Jason
Is
Bourne.
that what you
Yeah.
do? Is that what
You're
you
just
do?
pretending to be
guy.
Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
that's it. Right to my right is the man with a very beautiful lined haircut for the night, Mr. Madman.
Oh, hey, guys.
Yeah, they're
I'm
amazing.
rocking some hipster hair tonight. I'm
You
You
feeling
look,
it.
you look like
I'm
Brad Pitt
feeling
and
it.
Fury. You look like Brad Pitt and Fury. You really do.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, shit.
I think-
I'll take that.
I
Yeah.
think he
I'll
was
take that.
clean shaven, though. I
Yeah.
think he was clean shaven.
Oh,
Well, that's
Fury.
cool because I'm about to Fury that dick, bro.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Io,
Sorry,
grab
just-
the
I'm
tank
grabbing
and,
the
and
microphone
drive it over
here.
my ball sack.
Also in the studio joining us tonight is a very special guest, giving one out to all our correctional officers out there in the U.S. that do a job that is a horrible job that, no one kind of really brings
I
up
wouldn't
that
say
much.
horrible. It's
Well,
difficult.
It's dangerous.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
difficult.
tough
I don't
job.
mean
Dangerous
horrible.
job.
I mean,
It's
fucking-
underrated.
It's a
you were
tough
with
job.
some scary motherfuckers, but our man Ox over here.
Ox.
Big ol' Ox.
We had to code name him Ox because he's done some crazy shit.
Yeah, he doesn't want
Say
to
hi,
be-
Ox.
story.
True story?
Yeah. True story.
All the way from the East Coast in Wilmington is the only big dick
Yes.
on this
Yep.
podcast.
Big old dick.
Mr. Ross Patterson.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Ross,
oh,
I didn't
boy.
want to make this uncomfortable, but Ross Patterson actually texted me a dick pic, and
Whoa.
it didn't fit on my
It
phone
was
screen.
just
Whoa.
the first. It was
They
just
said
the
I
first 8
needed.
inches.
Yeah, they said I needed an iPad
said,
Pro
it said
to
loading,
fit it in
it
there.
said loading for the second picture to come in. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I only
And
have
it kept
I only
loading.
have an iPhone 6s. I don't have the 6s Plus, so I really can't get the
And of
extra
course,
the
It's too-
acreage.
It's too big.
Normally, myself, who's drinking out of a France press,
A France
but
press.
tonight I'm going with a Black Rifle coffee mug.
Well,
Why not?
Why the fuck not?
Mr.
Yeah, why
JT.
not?
Hey, well, actually,
Jay Tizzle in
he's
the house.
he's been working on some secret stuff right now, but with the France Cup.
Secret France Cup stuff.
Really? Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah. Well, he's thinking
Well,
about.
we'll tell you about that. We'll tell you about that.
Yeah,
once the project starts
why,
coming
why
to
so
fruit.
Hillary Clinton? Why so
Well,
Hillary
because we're
Clinton?
gonna. Well, what we're trying to do.
No,
is
he
be able
didn't
to-
send any emails.
No.
He's working on something.
Yeah,
We're
Okay.
just working on something.
He
If you
wants
have
to be able
a
to make
private
it so.
server, though, we want in. If you have a
No,
private
no.
server,
What
let us
what
know.
he's working on right now is to be able to get everyone a French press. to
Yeah,
drink out of.
everyone that wants to drink out of a France press will get their own custom
Yeah.
JT France press.
God damn, we don't
So
even have
we're-
T-shirts, and we're getting French presses already.
I know.
Shit from other
Yeah,
countries.
That's
that
everybody's
created
asking for
cock rings
t-shirts.
too. They don't even fit.
God,
Is that the way the
Those-
distribution?
No. Those were just braces, rubber bands. Those tiny rubber bands for people's
Oh my
braces.
god! I put that in my mouth.
What?
Oh no, you put that on your dick.
Oh, am I not that
Yikes.
small?
No.
Yikes.
No.
Oh,
Well,
God.
one special thing we do want to shout out today is tonight's episode is dedicated to the Cleveland Police Department
Yes.
and K-Dubs. Mr. Kevy, this one is going out to you.
I dig
you
it.
have really
I dig
nice
it.
friends that write in and talk
Yeah.
nicely about you. So this whole episode is dedicated to Cleveland Police.
No matter how
Department.
weird it gets, I'm sorry, brother. It's dedicated to you.
Go Browns. Go Browns.
Go the Browns.
Somebody's got to
Well,
stop that
do we
river
have, like-
from being lit on fire up there in Cleveland.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't know what that means,
Ox,
but yeah.
Ox, will you shut the fuck up? You were way too
God,
talkative
you
tonight.
talk too much.
Shut
I've
up.
been trying.
I tell you what, corrections changes a man.
It does.
It really does.
He's over there. He's over there slowly jingling handcuffs
No.
like that's supposed to intimidate us.
Yeah, he's
How
actually
many
over there
times
making a
has that
shiv out of a
motherfucker seen
toothbrush.
Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah, it's
Ro-
just like that.
Hey Ross, before we get into the shit show of Drinking Bros, do we have anybody that makes this show possible? I don't know, maybe potentially.
We do have
Oh.
we have very, very special sponsors that make this show run
Well,
like a beautiful little
dip
jet.
me in shit and roll me in breadcrumbs. Let's hear it.
The first one.
was a good one.
You may have heard of it. It's a fine drink. It is a man's drink. It is the finest man's drink in the entire world. It is Lead Slinger's whiskey.
Yeah, Lead Slinger's
I feel like a bald eagle
whiskey.
should roar when that happens.
We
Roar
were
sword.
actually we became felons when we literally conducted grave robbery. We dug up George Washington Carver, pulled some of his DNA, and pulled the some of the formula involves George Washington Carver's DNA.
Well, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was DNA, but it was found in the plasma. That was the really
It was
hard
the plasma.
extraction
we
process.
really
Wow.
because like bone plasma you can only get out with your dick.
I think it says that on the bottle.
Is that what
doesn't
your
it?
uncle
It
told
says it's got a little bit of George Washington Carver in every bottle of
No,
Lead
you-
Slingers.
So
Little
JT has,
piece of-
JT
just-
has a lot of stories
yeah,
that his uncle
you ju-
told him. Says, listen, if you drink this, you'll go to sleep faster. Weird shit. And he has all these little sayings his uncle
Yeah,
told
Jared, that's necrophilia. You literally just fucked the corpse and tried to
I
make
didn't.
it scientific.
You were the one that did it.
I did not.
him. That is not true.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky
I have it
Bobby.
in an iPhone 4 video. I have it on an iPhone 4 video. That's 2 iPhones ago.
Whatever. The resolution can't depict that it was true. Anyways, Lead Slinger's whiskey. Also,
Whiskey,
Ross.
and
with
also
one of
the finest,
the best book.
finest. Yes,
I mean,
It's
literature.
the finest piece of American literature.
There you go, right there, right
Ever
there, Rocky.
created.
You were like
get
a
it right
hype
in that
man.
lens.
Yes.
You get it right in
At
that
night
lens.
she cries while he rides his steed. A romance novel for dudes.
For dudes.
Grab
It's as if,
that, grab
it's as if,
that.
look, Hugh Hefner put his dick in a meat grinder and then it exploded on pages. That's what this is.
No,
I like that. I like that,
He
Ross.
then emptied it into small ink vials, which were then created into typewriter ink presses. And
With twill. With twill.
Yeah,
That
with
is
twill.
how At Night She Cries While He Rides His Steed was created.
absolutely,
twill.
I feel like
Absolutely.
this is gonna be a JT heavy episode. Mike,
JT's
he's in it. Sometimes you have the JT
Yeah.
isms, and he's there when he does this and he rubs his pants. You know it's gonna be a JT episode.
There's days where JT
Yeah.
is definitely on, and there's days where he's on just a lot more.
Yeah.
You know? And
I like it.
So what's
I
today?
like it.
Oh, we got one
we
more.
got awesome.
what else do we have?
We got
We got
some
one more
badass
over
shit.
here.
We got-
got
yeah,
a
hey,
chest
let's
of
throw-
fine
let's throw a couple out,
samplings. Yeah, come on, look at this.
What do you want me to do?
It is Carnivore Club.
meat.
Check this out, gentlemen. Listen, I can't
Actually, I want some.
can't
Can I
explain
have some?
how excited I
that
was
thing.
when I got a fucking box of meat in the
Fucking
mail
box
for
of
me.
meat.
Yeah.
I love
And in
salamis.
the middle of the show
I
tonight.
love Chulis salamis.
Ooh, spicy.
What is that?
And everybody who's listening at home, this will be our first episodes. Well, there will be a commercial in the middle of the podcast, and there will be one at the end, and that is to our very special sponsor, Carnivore Club, who is
leaking.
paying the bills and keeping the lights on inside the podcast.
Listen,
Yeah.
you just talk.
Look
I'm
at
gonna
that.
be
It's
over
like,
here.
it looks like a penis. They gave us penises here, man.
You're eating
stop
meats.
it.
You're eating fine meats, Rocco.
Look.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
It's good.
so excited.
So
for this.
savage. This shit they use in prison, right? Right there, Ox?
Just so everybody knows, there wasn't a clause where like I had to eat the salami on this. I just decided I was hungry.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Did you get some meat?
I got some meat. I destroyed it. Dude, it was amazing. And if you go to carnivalclub.co and type in Drinking Bros as the code, you get 10% off. They'll deliver these fucking meats right to your goddamn house.
That's the well, I'm gonna chew this real quick and then I'll talk. But
It's actually really good, Ross. I took a bite of this, I don't know, salami, and fuck, it's amazing.
Dude, you
and-
took a whole bite.
Well, yeah.
I will say so.
Yeah.
Like when people that have been watching the show from the beginning, we have the opportunity to get sponsors. Obviously, it helps us out, especially when we devote a lot of time to editing and all this stuff. But we're kind of true. We're not going to be like selling kids' clothes on our thing.
You
It's
never
more of
know,
what,
though. Matt, let's not poo
you never
on that.
know.
Oh, God, it's like I'm
Listen,
circumcising myself.
Jack Osborne started a company
They're gonna
about,
love that
about
one.
tactical dad stuff. Like if it's tactical dad stuff, I'm in.
Right.
I got to believe in it. I'm not gonna like, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, I
What are
get
you
it.
doing?
But hey, Matt, on the realsies, if Adam and Steve came in and offered us a huge paycheck to do shit, we would probably do it. And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
mean,
gonna lie.
dicks on there?
I'm not a sellout, but I do got kids, brother.
look at that. Look at JT. Big old JT enjoying some carnivalclub.co.
Yeah, that reminds him of summer camp in '95.
yeah. If you're listening to this, Jay
It's
Aird
like trying
is.
to get fucking an uncircumcised dick out of board shorts.
Well, you need a knife. You need a
Look
knife.
at Weston. Weston is just saying no. Oh fuck, dude.
You don't eat salami straight out of the package. You're gonna need a knife for it.
He said out of board shorts, dude. It's too
I'm sure your sponsor will be really happy about that.
Carnivore Club. It's like trying to get a circumcised dick out of.
He's just eating it right off the goddamn thing. So hey, who?
I have no words.
I don't either.
I have no fucking words.
Yeah,
dude.
let's continue on.
I don't either.
Next.
So I wanna thank Huify for letting us record over here on the Wilmington side. Huify. And then JT is still playing with the salami. He's still playing with the salami.
You're fucking disgusting,
Hey,
dude.
Ross, so what are you drinking today?
Oh, hey, what am I drinking? I'm gonna hold this up to camera. I'm drinking a King Cobra 40. Dead serious,
damn, bro.
King Cobra
That's-
40.
check it out.
There's a great story behind this though, Rocco. There was a
I
tornado,
got one too, man.
a
Let's hear
tornado
it.
warning in here. A tornado warning in the Wilmington area. Everything was sold out of the gas station except for King Cobra 40s.
No
So
way.
Tonight, really?
Yeah, tonight.
Whoa.
So everybody's indoors. I'm drinking 2.
All right,
King
hey
Cobra
guys.
40s, and I did
well,
miss
shout
the
out to
podcast.
Ross Patterson for being a hero and filming a podcast under tornado endeavors.
You're welcome
Hey,
for
Ross,
my service.
That's crazy.
You're welcome
hey,
for
Ross,
my service.
One of the first times I got drunk was off of Mickey's and a Cobra, and me and my buddy brought $5 to a bum outside of a liquor store. I think it was actually probably like $7, and he bought 2 40s and he bought himself one as well. And so 3 drinks, we ran home and we started doing quarters because we heard it was something cool.
Yeah.
And so the first time I ever got drunk was off of Mickey's and a Cobra, dude. So that's what's up.
I like it.
and a cobra.
Yeah.
Mickey's in a
My first drunk
Cobra.
was off gin in a basement.
Gin. Oh, God.
Oh,
that's gross.
God.
Gin in a
Gosh.
plastic bottle in a basement.
Dude, that's funny. Mine was it. I literally the first time I ever got drunk was off gin as well. I was like, if this is what liquor tastes like, I quit life.
It was at Ben Gardner's house.
Wait,
Oh, dude, yeah. I was at my buddy.
Gin.
So I was at my buddy Roman Oliveira's house. And here's the funny thing: his cousin is this pretty. He was a cholo back then, you know, and so he was like, let's pass each other out. Remember, you used to
Oh yeah, you do
Yeah.
the towel.
Oh, yeah.
And you
The
lean
hand
against the
thing?
wall.
Right, the hand thing gets the next, and so we'd pass out, and they beat the shit out of you while you're sleeping, and you wake up like, oh fuck, that sucked. And who's next? You know, like, what the fuck kind of party is this shit, man? Yeah.
I know that's not on the schedule, Ross, but that's actually a funny thing to talk about. What alcohol do you guys absolutely like? You can't stand. There's always. I feel like every single person like I can't drink this.
Well,
either vodka, whiskey, tequila.
yeah.
What is that?
I've got so there's two different reasons for me. There's one that I just
Okay.
don't like because I don't like it.
It's good.
And that's Jaeger. Like having Jaeger is never good.
Black
like,
licorice taste.
yeah.
Jaeger was like an early 20s.
Yeah, the
thing.
black
And
licorice
the
taste,
worst
not
of
even-
those,
yeah.
the worst of those fucking people who drink it on a Sunday night, like they're trying to stretch out the last day and the weekend. They're like, let's get Jaeger. We got it. That's the only thing that'll keep us going. I'm like, I'd rather choke my dog and lick that vomit up. And then there's other shit that gets me fucked up really fast. So like lead
what?
slingers, napalm. That shit
Oh, really?
went right to my dome one night.
Nice,
that
dude.
was
Yeah,
that was
it does.
intense. That was
one gets
intense.
Dude, it creeps up on you because it's so smooth, and you're like, "Oh, dude, I'm drinking a fucking spritzer,"
That's
and then all of a
exactly what
sudden
happened.
you're like,
Yep.
"Mind fucked."
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I got 2 as well, Ross. I got 2. Southern Comfort, I won't touch. It's because I've had one of the worst hangovers.
Oh, the hangovers.
Oh, dude, I
Yeah.
woke up and
Yeah.
was throwing up, and I swear to you, I was throwing up burnt rubber. That's the flavor, and it'll never get out of my goddamn head. The other
Too
thing
much
is
sugar, dude.
I know, dude.
That's
It's
what
terrible.
gets you. That's like Fireball. That's why it's fucking
All
so
right.
shitty.
And then the other one is vodka. I used to do the Smirnoff 100 proof vodka in a half fucking thing. I know, in a half thing of Gatorade for baseball games and shit when I wasn't playing. And so just years of doing that, I just lost the taste of fucking vodka, man.
Fair
No,
enough.
I get it because that Gatorade is never a good mixer. That shit just does
Yeah,
not cut
it's not,
the vodka. Yeah, it's
Right.
terrible.
Hey,
That's
that's Glendale
terrible.
Community College, boys.
I think I'm
Good
with-
old days.
I'm with you, Rocco. Like Southern Comfort, and I think it was just because like when I was 17, like SoCo and Dr Pepper. Like,
Yeah,
just-
bro, that was the thing,
like, you were
right?
Like, oh yeah, but now it's like I smell Southern Comfort and it's disgusting. But really, like to me, any shots other than I can take lead slingers and Jameson. That's about it. But I fucking hate people at bars where let's do shots, or when we're at someone's house, let's do shots.
So that's not actually that's not hating the liquor. That's being a bitch, and those are completely different
Because
things.
you're Air Force.
whatever. I don't want to do fucking shots. Same with drinking games. I fucking hate drinking games.
Okay, I will say
Everybody
that I
that's
hate
like,
drinking
I
games.
used to love
Let's
drinking
do
games.
this. It's
Listen.
like, no, I'm an adult. I play the game that's called Drink My Drink at my own pace,
Well,
and
that's
I
a
like
big
it.
difference. When I was younger, I loved the drinking games. Those are dope. College, yeah, I fucking love
Well,
it.
of course.
I'll never
It's a
do it
social
again.
thing.
I'll never do a drinking game again.
It's funny you said that. We played. Well, mine would be gin. I just can't fucking stand gin in any
I think
capacity.
I'm allergic to
I
it.
hate it
But
too, man.
drinking games can be fun, like as long as there's not like an expectation, like you have to drink it. I played beer pong the other day with our good buddies John, Lene, and some other friends. And
yeah.
I had a fucking blast because it was just chill and mellow, and there
That's
was
fun.
we put small fucking little beer things in there just as a competition. But
Yeah.
then I'm fucking sipping whiskey.
Liquor
obviously.
pong,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
Liquor
Right.
pong.
Hey, Vincent Vargas, I got a good one for you. You
Yeah.
watched that People versus O.J. Simpson show.
Oh my god.
Take a shot every time somebody says the word juice on that show. You will not.
Really?
You will not make it halfway through. Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's-
me and the old lady will do it, dude. We'll do it, man.
Let's
I'm
pass
telling you
it.
right now.
Yeah.
What a fucking show, dude.
God
We're
damn.
not
Jules
going
into that
down
too?
that road.
We're
Yeah,
not. We're not
Jules
going
likes
down
it
that
too?
road, but I
We're not
love
going
it.
around,
I
I'm
love it.
just saying.
I'm in
None
with
of
you.
us
It's
Yeah,
an
I'm
outstanding show.
You're the
That's
only
it.
two guys here with cable.
We got-
Let's roll over to Ox. Ox, what do
Hey,
you
yeah.
not
Let's
like
get
to drink?
the ox in here. Let's get the ox.
Semen. Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Oh.
We already got it.
Whoa.
Yeah, Ox. What would you say your the liquor you hate the most is that you can't drink?
Jaeger and Bacardi.
Really?
Bacardi, you know,
Yeah.
Bacardi's a good call.
True.
I've lost it
Alright.
a little bit
It's-
with
When I
Bacardi.
was in high school, I used to mix it in with Sunkist.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just, it got over.
Jaeger
realize-
and Sunkiss? Ew.
No, Bacardi. But yeah, no.
Jaeger's fucking disgusting.
When you do it for years, it decides. It's like eventually your body's
Yeah.
like, fuck this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
I feel like Jaeger. I mean, we've all drank in our days, but I feel like it's so
It's a
it's
20
The,
it's
yeah,
a
the
20s
the
drink.
cultural association is like the
was a-
college.
it was a fad.
vibe.
Yeah.
Is
It's
just,
that Taylor
you know?
Swift song. It's 22. I'm only
Jaeger
Right.
bombs,
22.
Jaeger bombs,
Yeah.
Jaeger bombs.
The young guys at my old unit
Yeah.
was like their fucking holy grail was, dude, homeboy got a Jaeger machine. It's always on ice.
No,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
"Ew."
no, no, no.
Ew.
It's,
Yeah.
it's called a Jaegerator.
Jaegerator, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
dude.
kegerator, but
One
yeah.
of those
Jaeger.
fuckers had it.
Did
Who
they
had
really
Ew.
call it a
Someone had
Someone
Jaegerator?
had- everybody's had those.
That is not luring me to your house.
No,
Sorry.
Oh, man.
no, it's not. It'll get your pants down. It's a Cosby drink. It's a
Hey, when I was in
Cosby
high,
drink.
when I was in high
good old
school,
Cosby.
when I was in high school, one of the ones that we would all be excited to find is Tequila Rose. Any of you guys fucked
Oh,
with that one?
God.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like pink strawberry, like quick, right? Oh,
that
God.
shit is.
terrible.
I will say whatever drink you drink, it's like there's some point in your life where you like it's like a relationship. You wife up with the drink. Me, I'm a Scotch guy. Like
Yeah,
one day
you
I
do
said,
wife up with the drink.
"Fuck everything else." I'm a Scotch guy. Like, and when people are like, "Let's drink tequila," no. Let's drink vodka, no. Like, and not saying that they're bad liquors. I just I'm a Scotch guy. You wifed up with vodka.
I did. I mean, I don't.
Rocco wifed up with anything that's Mexican.
It's the only thing, it's the only thing that
Yeah.
I can literally wake up the next day and function. If you do anything else,
Yeah.
it's just
He's
like
been,
your
dude,
day's
he's been trying to
ruined.
get me on the vodka thing because of calories and everything
But
else.
see,
and
I
just can't do it, man.
overdrink vodka. If I mix it, then I'm like boom, 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 and I wake up fucking brutal hangover Scotch. I'm like, I'm feeling my vibe, and I go to sleep. I wake up at 8, and I'm ready to butt fuck the gym.
I think my blood is part vodka, so it's just like it's
Yeah,
normal
you probably
to it.
yeah.
Well, that's called alcoholism, but yeah, and we won't talk about
What's,
that.
what's your drink there, Ox? What's your
Yeah.
drink?
Lead Slingers.
You like it?
Oh, there
No,
we
it's
go.
pretty good. No,
Oh,
like, legit. I got it. You know,
I'll pay you $20 for that plug. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll give you a hand
I
job
tried it
later.
about like 2-3 weeks ago because I just found it and it's pretty fucking good. But Jack Daniels.
So you're like
Jameson,
you're a bourbon guy?
So you're a whiskey guy.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
And
That's
so,
good
hey,
shit.
so Ox, since you work in a prison, what's the biggest drink inside of prison for inmates?
Hooch.
Hooch, Pruno,
Bathwater wine,
Yeah.
I think.
Toilet
is-
wine?
They really,
It
they really
smells
can.
horrible.
They really can get. They can fucking make hooch.
Yeah, they make it.
Really?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
toilet
yeah.
wine.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
it's
know about it, and do you just let it go? It's kind of like that give and take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, dude,
I mean,
here's
yeah.
the thing, man. It depends on their diet because some of them can sneak. I worked at a prison as well, so
Right.
you don't understand this whole thing. Depends on what they're able to sneak in. If there's guys that work at the canteen, they're able to get some brown sugar. Dude, they can actually make a pretty good fucking hooch.
Yeah.
Really?
If all they get is banana peel, like orange peels,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little fucking tart, but you can smell like fuck. This was strong,
Still
that
will
gets you
fuck
drunk?
you up.
dude. Yes,
Yeah,
because they
it-
ferment it, bro. They fucking find ways of
It'll
fermenting.
get you fucked up.
They get fucked.
Have
up.
you tried it?
I've tried a homemade version of it, but yeah, I mean, I haven't tried it actually in the prison where the guys make the shit.
Hey, what's up, cell block 27? Let me get a sip.
Okay.
Yo, let me
get
get
a
a
shot of that
sip,
shit, let's
motherfucker.
fight.
A sip.
Let me get a sip.
Well, the dudes in prison tell them, Mox, the guys that get drunk, they want to fight, man.
I mean, yeah.
Well, they're in prison, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're civilianized prison, but the military prison, they
They just drink the drink.
Yeah, they drink the drink.
Really?
Yeah, they just like they'll drink Or
He's like, hey,
pills.
They've only had so Leavenworth
Really?
only
The
had
Chico, yeah.
one murder
well, check
in
this.
like years.
Wait, Leavenworth has only had one murder.
No. The new facility.
Well, I think that's
The newer
That's
facility.
misleading. So, if you don't mind, because do you work at Leavenworth?
What can you
Right,
say?
used to.
Yeah.
So you used to work at Leavenworth. Okay.
Wow,
It's
great.
fascinating because I always wanted to know what military jail was
Well,
like.
think about this, man.
I always figured I'd end up
These
there.
Is
guys-
there a lot of gay sex there?
Not gay sex. Well,
It's not
okay,
gay
so, all right,
sex.
no, I'll tell you this. I told JT yesterday. All right, so like no shit, an inmate will look you straight in the face and say, "There's no gay people in a prison." Some guys just have cuter smiles and tighter buttholes.
Yeah.
So
Oh God!
take that how you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got some flamboyant dudes.
Yo,
in
I
there,
think
too.
we should make that shirt: cuter smiles and tighter buttholes.
Oh, I
Cute
like
smiles
that.
and tight beeholes.
I like that. That's what the name of this episode should be.
Dude,
There it
Name
is.
of
Smiles and tight
this is the
buttholes.
name.
Yeah.
Cute,
Cute
smiles.
smiles.
And
I
tight
like how we
buttholes.
name the episode.
Pucker up.
Live.
Yeah.
Good go.
But- so check this out, man. It's funny you say that, man. So I worked at the prison for a while, and it was a federally contracted prison. So it's a little different, man, because it's not a federal prison. It's a contracted prison.
Right.
Right? So really the inmates are the money that's made. You will see some fucked up shit in there. And I was saying, like, they'll make drinks because it's their son's 18th birthday. Things like that. So you almost like, man, dude, we'll fucking drink it up, dude. You know, at the same time, it's like, you really can't let shit slide. It's a weird deal in there, man.
Well, I know if I had that job, I wouldn't follow rule. I mean, you want to. It's a give and take.
right,
yeah,
I'm the same.
exactly.
Guys are doing
This
tattoos.
is your one shred
Right.
of joy. I'm gonna let you have
It's
that.
this weird thing,
but
man.
just understand that
Exactly.
I let you have it.
You have to be smart
Remember
about it.
that.
Exactly. Because I was a guy with tattoos. If I found a tattoo, I was like, finish the tattoo, man.
Yeah,
At the end of the
yeah.
day, put it on the table. I'll come collect it. But here's the deal. Finish the fucking tattoo, man.
I totally understand.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way more
not-
things should be run. It's like the ATF. It's like, are you going to give a fucking law-abiding citizen a felony because he put a fucking goddamn, what do you call it, a pistol AR to his shoulder? No,
Yeah.
it should go against people that are like actively trying to harm people, not just kind of bending the
it's
rules.
funny in that world, man. You got to just know how to, I guess, you stay in your lane. You know there's a right and a wrong, but there's that gray line that you have to walk,
Yeah.
you know, and to know that you're not going to piss dudes off. You want to kind of, it's a weird deal.
There's like bullshit rules that you'll let slide.
Yeah.
And that's how you kind of build your rapport with them, like, because they know the bullshit ones exist, and you're like, all right, I'll let you slide by, but hey, if I tell you to do this, you got to do it.
Did you have problems with some of the other COs being just complete assholes and being a Kickstarter, if you will?
Absolutely, and it's the funniest thing to watch, especially working in the SHU, the special housing
yeah.
unit, when
Oh,
they're
yeah.
all confined 24.
Hey, so
or
Ross, if
22 hours.
you've seen The Last Castle, that shit's it's fucking really existed, and the shoe really exists.
Boy, I have not, but I'll take
You've
your
never
word
seen
for
The
it.
Last Castle?
I'm
I'll
fucking
take your
the
word for
salami
it,
up,
Jared.
dude.
You watch a lot of weird shit. Like that's
Robert
all fucking
Redford.
great.
Robert
The
Redford, The Last
Castle.
Castle.
That's not one of
Yeah.
that's not one of Redford's top movies. I'll put it to you that way.
Oh
You're very
my God.
You go very obscure.
Ross
You go the Hillary Duff route with a lot
No,
of these
that
movies.
that movie is an amazing movie. And if you watch it, I want you to. If you hate it, I want you. If you come back and say I hated that movie, I will do something fucked up.
I'll
probably
fax
like
you.
X-Ray.
What I'll do is I'll fax you if I don't like it. Okay.
I can't believe you've never seen The Last Castle. Like that's iconic.
Hey, do you guys want to talk about my goldfish? Because are we talking about shit that
I
doesn't
wanna
matter
talk-
right
I'm
now?
About the goddamn one movie that they made about Leavenworth.
Well, I want to hear more about some crazy stories.
Yeah, hey,
what's
Ox.
the weirdest shit you've ever done?
Wait, hey,
I want you to tell him.
Ox, real
ahead.
quick.
What's
Out
up?
of the four of us, who would be the first one to get raped in prison?
Yes.
Who would it
you
be?
call.
Whoa.
No one's gonna get offended. I want to hear the truth.
If it's me, fuck off, bitch.
Hey, no,
You look good.
mad,
Fine.
isn't it?
Why
You're
is that?
fucking
Why is
mad.
that?
No one wants the chubby kid. He stinks.
He's basing that off looks. Base it off manliness. So, like, you think I'm gonna just no?
All right, so yeah, I'll put it this way. All right, so it doesn't matter like how big or manly you are, because you'll get a smaller guy that'll walk up to you, and if you don't do what he says or listen to you, he's got two guys that are twice the size of Rocco. That if you say no to that dude, those two guys are gonna go have their way with you.
Don't give a fuck. I'll fucking dude. There's no way. There's no way unless I'm unconscious you're raping me. I'll put that out there. right now.
Why are we
Hey.
getting upset? This is
No.
hypothetical.
I'm not getting
Hypothetical.
upset. I'm placing myself in that scenario.
So you're gonna get fucked unconscious.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
Long story short, yeah.
Hey, it's not gay if you fight till muscle failure.
Listen, if I wake up with a sore asshole and I was like, at least I knew I went fighting. I
It's
went
not
on a
gonna
man.
Be sore. Your white shorts are gonna have blood at your asshole.
Yeah.
And then when you do your laundry, we'll know what happened.
Yeah, it's.
Oh,
hey, Hey, I would
That's
tell you.
reality.
Here's what happened to me one time when I was working there. I saw a guy getting raped, man. You hear it, and you run up there and hitting on the door. It was a seg, but they were buddied up, right? These are the PCs, and dude's fucking.
What's
like,
a PC? People don't know what that is.
sorry, it's gonna be protective custody. So they're
Okay.
in there for a reason, but they're segged up because they don't work with the rest of the community, right?
Okay.
So I went over there and I see the dude's getting fucked. I'm like, hey man, knock that off. And the dude looks at me, turns back and looks at me, and then just starts fucking him faster, bro. And I was like, holy shit. I swear to God. So he fucking, as soon as he came, dude, he just pushed the dude on the ground. The dude sat on his bed. He jumped on his bed. And he goes, we're good now, CO. I'm like, what the fuck now, right? So we called the supervisor. I had to drive this dude to a rape clinic in Arizona. There's only one fucking rape clinic that does it. It's in fucking Scottsdale. So from
to get him, like,
Florence to
tested and
Scottsdale is like a 45-minute drive, and it's like the most awkward, quiet drive.
just
like,
you and him.
Yeah, it's like,
you talk to
you
him?
good, bro?
Did you talk to him?
So how about that
So
rape?
it wasn't consensual. He raped him.
No,
pretty
he
much?
raped the
Oh
fucking
my
dude, bro.
fucking
And the dude
God.
was just not going to say shit because there's a lot of repercussions for shit like that, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you don't want to be a fucking rat in prison, dude.
Dude, it's crazy you say that. Not that I have any stories, but when weird fucking thing. I worked for a gardening supply company when I was like 17 before I joined the army.
Oh God, I don't know where
I
this
don't know where
is.
this is going either, bro. I'm like, whoa.
Oh shit.
Speaking of prison rape, I
So
worked for a
that's how you
gardening
use a
company.
hoe?
No, but literally, like the prison system is crazy because one of the coworkers there was a two-time felon, but he was a fucking. But he was telling me all these jail stories.
Yeah, man.
And like shit, like you can't spit in the sink. Like when he first got to
Yeah.
jail, he was like, I spit in the sink. He said my cellmate was like, yo,
get your ass whooped.
spit in there again, I'll fucking beat your ass. He spit in the sink. They got in a fucking thing. Ended up stabbing this dude like 17 times.
So,
and like,
so the sink is
fucking
a very
gnarly.
the sink, the toilet, all that stuff is very sacred. Like you have to respect that you have a counterpart that lives there, and so everything about it has to be just cleansed. Like you're gonna spit in there, motherfucker. That's also mine. Like don't just spit in my fucking sink as well. So there's
Do you spit in the toilet? You brush your teeth in the toilet? Like the sink is like
I
a,
wouldn't-
right?
They don't brush your teeth in the toilet. They actually use they just make sure everything once they're done using it, it's wiped, it's cleaned, it's perfect, it's shiny, dude.
They'll
Because-
wash their clothes in the toilet, though.
Yeah, exactly.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
And that's
And it-
actually where they hide their pruno sometimes in their toilet and everything like that.
What's a
yeah.
pruno?
Pruno is a hooch as well. It's another name for it.
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus, we're so don't go to jail.
This podcast is brought to you by Carnivore Club. Meat lovers all around the world are signing up for Carnival Club, the Meat of the Month subscription service. Carnivore Club sends a totally new selection of meats once a month right to your door. You don't just get a box of boring grocery store deli counter crap. We're talking about premium quality pork, beef, duck, water buffalo, wild boar, a new mix of dependably delicious classics. They're rare. They're hard to find, and those hard-to-find flavors are in the boxes every week. Carnivore Club finds the best meats for you from award-winning artisans, and your job is just to enjoy the tender, salty, meaty results of their hard work. Look, now they've sent me these fucking meats to my house. They are the most goddamn delicious meats I've ever had in my entire life. And you can go to carnivoreclub.co and look at some of the pictures of their past boxes. Check out their different membership and gifting options. They got a whole ton of shit there. It's a fucking awesome website. You can go either, the whole hog and join indefinitely, or you can just try one box. There's no commitments whatsoever. If you do go to carnivalclub.co and like what you see, you can use the promo code DRINKINBROS, DRINKINBROS, to get 10% off your membership, no matter how many months you sign up for. Again, carnivoreclub.co is where you go to join the only curated cured meat of the month club.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. If I go to prison, the first day I'm there, I'm gonna fight as many motherfuckers as I can. They'll put me in segregation. They let me out. I'm gonna fight another motherfucker, and if I can stab a dude, I will too, because they'll put me back in segregation. All I want to be is in segregation, 24 hours a day alone, because that is the safest place to fucking be.
But wouldn't that extend your stay?
Yeah, it will, but I don't give a fuck at that point. If I'm going for real, bro.
Yeah. I
Hey,
like that,
segregation's
Rocco.
the smartest place to be.
That was my favorite
Wait.
place to work.
I want to know what Ross Patterson would do if you got like felony charges. Like you didn't go to jail.
I've already
you
thought
went
about
to
this.
prison.
Yeah, it's actually an excellent question. So I've had this discussion.
Everybody fantasizes about prison once or
Yeah.
twice.
No.
Well, you do
no.
without fucking getting fucked. No,
I don't
Hey.
fantasize about prison, but what I
What?
think of is like,
Oh.
how many years would it take for me to kill myself? Because I think,
Whoa.
yeah,
It happens.
I'll say 5.
I'd write that
anything
one
past
out.
5,
I
anything
mean-
past 5, that I'd kill myself. I think.
Really? No,
Yeah.
dude.
I could
no
do.
way.
I could do 10. I could do 10.
We
I think.
would make it miserable for you. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't let you kill yourself.
Dude, they don't let you. They
We'll
check
take
on you
every-
every.
No.
they check
But
on you every
before I got there, obviously, whatever crime I committed, I would know what it carried. Like what kind of
No,
felony would
because
carry.
you'd be mentally weak. You'd be like, the
I'm not
human
mentally-
condition.
I'm not
No, I'm
mentally
not saying
weak.
you're.
No,
I'm not- no,
Ross would convert.
No, I'm not saying you're mentally weak at all, dude. I'm
would
saying that
convert.
the human condition is usually associated with convincing yourself that there's an unreal an outcome. So before you went to jail, you'd be like, oh man, I can really fucking sway these people. Then when you're in jail, you're fucked. You're in a white padded room and you're.
Well,
But
dude,
that-
yeah.
but that's
so
what I'm
you're
saying.
selling-
I'm already going in admitting that I'm not going to sway anybody. I'm just not.
So this is like
You know what, though?
Ox, when you have a guy that wants to commit suicide, tell him what happens when you have a suicide. I guess guy who attempts.
We're gonna make it uncomfortable. We'll
yeah.
you take everything. You give him like a man dress type thing.
Yeah,
putting this in
He
just-
wears that.
it's
He gets
cloth.
a Bible if he wants, and that's it. I mean, he doesn't get a mattress, books, toilet paper,
Nothing.
nothing.
He should.
And then you'll put somebody right in front of him to watch
yeah.
him.
It's called fucking
all day.
You watch him all day and you take notes. He's
And
shitting.
if you try to do something stupid, they'll open the door and just send.
Here's
5
where
people
I
in on you.
disagree with this, though. I
would
don't
kill
think
my-
he would try and kill himself. You know why?
Why?
Because his personality, he would start running things. He would get to a position of power that'd be like, you know what? This is kind of fun. Because
What I'm
because
saying,
now I'm
what I'm
controlling.
saying though is this: before
Depends
I
on what
got
he goes
there,
in for.
before I
Yeah.
got there, I would off
Yeah.
myself. Before I got there,
Really?
yes.
Go
Wow,
for
I'm
it.
not
Yes.
that guy, man. I'm
I
gonna tell
am.
you right now, dude.
I am that guy.
If it's me,
I'm not a quitter. You know.
yeah, I'll tell you what. I've had the conversation with Julia. I said, "Hey, if I go to prison for life, you gonna stick around?" She goes, "Yes," which I obviously don't believe because 4 years, 3 years, maybe. But after a while, it's like, all right, dude, just get on out.
That was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
depressing.
Well, you know how it is.
With that.
You know the reality behind
Everybody's
it.
We've got
thought
some
about this.
people
Everybody's
that
thought
they're
about it.
staying together.
Mel would be dating a seal the next day.
No.
Oh,
So
yeah.
here's the thing.
With a beard.
But it gets crazy though because you got like the wife will come in to
Oh,
see
I
her
know.
husband.
Yeah.
She'll go to the bathroom and just stick her hands all up in her stuff, play around, come back and have her fingers and shit all over
Yeah,
his face
exactly.
and his mouth.
Yeah, little
Because
treats.
you forget what that shit tastes like.
A little-
all you know
little-
is
Yeah, no,
man
that's
pussy.
not weird. That's kind of cool.
So,
Man pussy.
Yeah,
Oh,
man
fuck.
pussy.
man
they're not-
pussy,
'cause
or
they're
they
not-
refer it, like little boy pussy, but
Oh
not
God,
like
no!
Well,
Stop.
here, the reality is this: if I'm in prison, you got to find a way to hustle, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I'm gonna be
yeah.
put me in seg, and fuck it, I'll start writing books about being in prison. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like weird
Yeah.
shit. dude.
I want to know what JT. So, because apparently I don't have an option to get raped. What would you do if someone's like, guess what? You're in prison for 6 years. What would be your course of action?
6 years?
Real.
I would make friends with everybody.
No, but would you
Doesn't
wife
work that
up?
way.
What would you do?
I mean, I would just go with, over there? All right, I'll go over there.
It's so weird. So check it out. In a federal
Just go with the
penitentiary,
word. Go with the flow.
In a federal penitentiary, you have to choose a side. You're a white guy. You're gonna have to choose with one of the white
It
gangs.
depends what the sun looks like.
No,
So if
realistically,
I look white.
what you got-
No,
no, it's appearance.
Yeah.
It's appearance. What you look like right now, you'd be considered a white guy. So
Oh,
there's
that's a white guy.
there's several white gangs.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait,
No-
I mean, like even in Leavenworth, they segregate right away.
right. Yeah.
You might be able to go in with the lighter skin Hispanic guys, maybe,
Yeah,
or Italian.
I feel like
Italians,
I
yeah.
feel like I would want to join a Mexican gang. That's more my
well, dude,
style.
it's doable.
No.
It's
But
doable.
it's
Let me
not
say this.
your skin color doesn't
here's the
fit
thing.
that
Yo,
style.
I got hand tattoos.
You would have to-
I'm tatted like
Hey,
60% of my body.
You would have
I
to
got this.
prove. You would have to prove that you're down for them, right?
Dude, they call me the Huero Culero. Wait, what does that mean?
Yeah, it's not a
But
good
honestly,
thing.
you have to think about this. Like, white guys in prison are a lot crazier.
I wouldn't agree. I
don't
think the
think?
Indians were the scariest motherfuckers I've ever dealt with.
Dude, I grew up with a lot of Indians.
so
by
in
the way.
Arizona, we have several Indian
Yeah.
freaking.
Wait, Native Americans are like
Well,
fucking
no,
Yes, Native
I'll tell you-
Americans.
Yes.
Okay,
I'll say
gotcha.
that because when I was telling you yesterday about some of those guys, the craziest one in there was like an Indian-looking dude.
Yeah.
Big dude, like
Yeah.
twice the size of you.
Scary,
and,
dude.
And just
I got into a fight with a fucking dude in his cell, and
He
it
would
was
go
the
through-
scariest moment of my life.
he would go through 3 of our
Maybe not
4
the scariest,
cell
one of the
teams.
scariest. Yeah,
Dude.
Oh yeah, exactly.
shooting
I mean,
people's
exactly.
easy.
That was
Fist
the
fighting's
only
shitty.
scary thing about my high school in Washington State was the fucking natives.
Dude, I've been wanting to write the most intimate time of my life. It wasn't being with a woman. It was a hand-to-hand fight with a prison inmate that was in there for life.
you need to write that.
I do because
Holy
it was the
shit.
scariest. It was the scariest moment. of my life.
Tell the story.
Yeah,
dude,
tell the story. Let's hear it.
So I was working for the prison already for 1 month. I was working night shift, and I was one of the youngest studs that was hired. Right?
How,
So-
how old
fresh-
were you? How old were you?
Oh man, I was just out of the military within like seriously months of being out of the
26.
military. I was
No,
I
you're
got it in
28.
2007.
I don't know how old you were.
I don't,
Yeah,
I don't
how
know.
old were you?
26, 27,
Yeah.
Okay.
27.
I got it.
And so they give a call. They're like, hey, Vargas, we need you down here. We need you to run the cell extraction team. You're going to be the team leader. I'm like, okay. And so there's a lot of things that go into that, doing the cell extraction. Skip to the point where now we're all lined up in front of the cell. It's 2 Indian gentlemen. One of them was in there for rape, and the other one was in there for murder. The bigger dude, he was 6'2". He's about 230 pounds for murder, and his murder was insanely disgusting. What he actually did. So I read about it later after he beat the fuck out of me for a little bit. And so then the other dude was in there, obviously for rape, and it was actually of a family member. This guy was just a fucking sick motherfucker. They made Pruno. They got trash as fuck. Here's the worst part. They're in segregation. For some weird reason, they had porcelain toilets. So by this point, we're already set up and ready to go in on them. They've already broke the toilet off. They broke the back window. The back it's like a small 2 by maybe 6 window.
You got some fresh air there.
Right, and got some fresh air.
Yeah.
And then they had
that's all native
right,
need.
and they had toilet paper.
Power.
They had toilet paper covering the window to look in. I can see a crack in it. When I looked through it, I swear to God, they were fucking ninjas, dude. They had their chanclas or their sandals cut in half. They had knee pads, elbow pads, belly covered, face covered. I was like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers, dude? They look like ninjas, like the white ninja.
Shit.
Yeah, like the white ninja from G.I.
the
Joe.
Klan.
You know the white ninja from G.I. Joe?
Oh, like I thought you were talking Ninja Turtles. The
Yeah.
Klan, the Foot.
Dude, so I
the
looked
Foot
at,
Klan.
I remember looking, I was like, oh, fuck, what is that? And I looked at the guy, I was like, oh, they're all suited up. He goes, yeah, I know. I was like, okay, what next? He goes, I'm going to drop
Vargas!
I'm going to drop the food trap, and I'm going to drop in fucking some OCCS mix. I'm like, sounds good. He drops it in there, and then they fucking, all you hear is go clink, clink, clink. And I was thinking, I don't know what they did with it, but I think they threw it out. And he goes, shit. Okay, and he opens the fucking food trap, and as he opens it, they throw fucking part of that porcelain toilet out. It hits me in the thigh, and it hits him in the chest. And so we're like, whoa. And he goes, well, they got nothing else. And I was like, okay, let's open the door. So, which is, later on, I find I was completely the wrong answer.
You could have just dropped more.
We could have done so
OC
much.
spray.
We could have muzzle blasted them in the fucking chops if we wanted to with all kinds of shit. But he opened the door. The first 2 guys are shield men. They're supposed to go pin the guys against the walls. They both slipped and fell because they buttered the floor with fucking soap. So then it's yeah, dude.
These are smart
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
No, dude, it's insane. So these guys fall down, and then it's me and fucking homeboy, 6'2" murderer, and I see him doing this kind of waving motion, and it looks like he's kind of like a wanding me, and I'm sitting there, and everything slowed down at that point because it was obviously pretty stressful, and I was like, okay, what the fuck is he doing? And then I realized, like, oh my God, he's hitting me with something, right? So I grabbed him by the chest, and I just started beating the fuck out of him, which is against the rules because you can get fired by a closed hand fist to the face. But at this point,
you went big poppy boxer coach.
got-
on
Yeah,
that,
you had to.
Yeah,
You had to.
So-
It was your
so we
life or
started-
his.
Right, and I didn't think about it. I was just like,
How
fuck
much did this guy weigh?
Dude, he was about 230, dude. And at the time, I was probably 230,
the
so it was a good matchup.
180-pound stitches.
I want to hear the rest of
fight
it.
him-
So I grabbed this
Wait,
dude,
hang on. We'll
and
get
I'm
to stitches. Yeah.
Right, so I'm hitting him in the face, hitting him in the face, hitting him in the face, and the best thing that happened, he slipped on his own shit. He slipped and fell on the same floor, and when he fell, he reached back to, I guess, kind of catch himself, and he dislocated his shoulder. At that point, I'm doing ground and pound, ground and pound,
Oh, you're
ground
fucking
and
him
pound.
up. Were you throwing elbows or fists?
No, I'm doing hammer fist now to the face, just because of the position I was in. And my buddy pulls me off him. He's done. I'm like, all right, fuck. And we flipped him over, cuffed him. The other dude was still fucking rattling around. They cuffed him, and it was just the scariest moment. I was like, man, what the fuck was that about? Long story short, he goes to the hospital for that. I get checked up, and I have bruises up and down my ribs to my thighs about getting hit with it was a sock filled with broken porcelain, dude. And so it was,
shit.
yeah, and so and I just got back from Afghanistan, and I've never had anything as intimate and scary as that fucking.
Well, yeah,
moment,
shooting
man.
people's one thing, but like fucking a one-on-one fight to
Yeah.
like, yo, this motherfucker wants to kill me in a fist fight is a totally
Yeah,
different scenario.
He doesn't
Rocco,
give a fuck.
Rocco,
No, yeah.
the scariest moment I've had in my life was when it was midnight and McDonald's wasn't serving. They weren't serving breakfast all day yet, so I had to wait
Are you
till
fucking kidding me?
6:30 a.m.
Yo, fuck
I had to wait till
McDonald's.
6:30
Fuck
a.m. for that McMuffin.
Yeah, fuck your story.
And I was on the edge for 6.5 hours. I was like, am I going to cook my own shit? And I waited for that McMuffin.
That's
it was like
stressful.
And that McDonald's was like 2.5 miles away. So I had to drive. Like it was a whole.
I feel like that's a plug for
thing.
carnivore meats. It's like when McDonald's closed, carnivore meats is there for
Carnivore
you.
Club.
Just a cool thought.
CarnivoreClub.com.
So one of the things that Ox told me last night, Ross, which again I kind of was intrigued about and respected, is he had an issue with an inmate. He knew where there were blind spots and stuff like that. They go back to the thing, and it's like, all right, dude, you got an issue with me. Let's settle it.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
trade
Yes.
blows.
Hell
You
yeah.
can tell them the story. Tell
Yeah,
them
let's hear it, Ox.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
what
let's
it
hear
was.
it,
This
Ox.
guy was giving me shit. It was in the shoe, and I mean, I was just like, why? Like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, just do what I tell you to do, and we don't have issues, you know? And so he just wanted to be like, all right, well, fuck you. So we just squared up in a blind spot, threw a couple blows. We both got good hits on each other.
Yeah.
Once we both realized that we both got good hits on each other, and I probably shouldn't be working like that.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, dude. Hey, you know, shook hands, go in yourself.
That's great, dude. That's the old school tactic, dude.
And it was.
It's
I
an
mean,
old
that
school
was,
way.
That is
like,
respect right
I've
there.
heard so many stories like that.
Can I
Mutual respect.
Can I
right
go
there.
on a
It is.
tangent on that? This is the problem. Like, that's the old good shit, man. And not
Yes.
that it's always been that way, but my biggest frustration with like a lot of kids these days or whatever, there's a time to be a fucking man and then there's a bitch. If you knock someone out, you can still be a fucking bitch. It's the people that like come up, sneak behind you, close cough you, and then kick you while you're out. Bitch status. If you square off man to man, shake hands, throw blows, sometimes before anybody's knocked out, you're just like, yo, that fucking hurt. You're a good
Respect.
boxer.
All right,
Respect.
we got
Shake your
respect.
hand,
Yeah.
and you walk away
100%
as
agree.
fucking men, dude.
100%
And that's
yeah.
a man story right there.
That's what's up, Ox. That's some badass shit. I've tried to do that with some soldiers in the military, and they all fucking backed off. But it gets to that point sometimes where you get so pissed off.
Dude,
it's like,
Barraza made us fucking one of our old squad leaders. He made the squad box because he hated Eddie so much.
oh yeah.
Put the gloves on, knocked Eddie
Knocked
out.
him out, bro.
Got him back
I
up.
saw-
I have the footage of
I
it.
saw the video. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Dude, Ross, one of my old squad leaders hated this kid. He was a fucking piece of shit. Eddie, if you ever listen to her shit, fuck you, bitch.
Fight on sight, bro.
What's his
Yeah.
last
Right on
name?
site.
What's his last name?
Eddie.
Yeah, it's his
Is
last name. We don't even know
I don't know
his
his first name.
It's creepy.
That's
He was
great.
the worst private in the
Creepy
fucking
Eddie.
world, man. He got me smoked so many times. But anyways, our squad leader hated him so much. He when we were in Iraq was like, PT this morning is fist fighting. And so he threw on like 15-ounce gloves. We're like, yeah, that's gonna hurt. And he took it fairly. And Barraza was a fucking boxer,
Monster.
you know. I used to like to
Monster.
fight, but he tagged the fuck out of me. Everybody, and then Eddie got in there, and he drops his head, and he's just like, "Yep, let's go." And I was like, "Oh yeah!" So I had this like shitty recorder. I filmed it and knocked Eddie out, put him to bed,
Man.
grabbed him, picked him up, and said, "Rangers don't get knocked out, bitch." And then hit him again and put him to sleep. And I was like,
That is fucking awesome.
"I was like,
Hey.
he's got a TBI, but whatever. You
Hey,
proved your point."
I would say, you know, it's funny. That's not the first time he did that. In 2004, my first deployment when you weren't there yet, same thing. But he
No
did
shit.
he did a jiu-jitsu thing and made us choke one motherfucker out like 20 fucking times. He's
He
like,
was fucking
"Go
a
again,
boss, dude."
Go again. Go again. We kept fucking this dude up back and forth. It was awesome, man.
Actually, you
building
know,
men, man.
we will
Building
cheers. March 19th. It will be 10 years since he passed away. Cheers, to that motherfucker,
Him
right?
and Brim, man. Him
Cheers.
and Brim.
Cheers.
Sorry, I went dark there. Okay, but he's a badass. This shit was so hilarious, man.
Actually, this is one of the most interesting episodes of all time. Ox, I got a question for you since you're here, man. I mean, what's the weirdest thing you've walked in on where you were like, oh shit, I was not expecting to see this in there going on.
One of my buddies, he found a prison-made dildo.
Yeah.
What is it made out of?
Made
How do you
out
make
of?
that?
What do they
I
make
didn't
it out
actually
of?
see
Soap?
it. They confiscated it, and I saw the
Wait,
report on it.
did you not suck on it for science?
Did you smell it?
Did you taste it?
I smell everything
You
first.
taste it.
No.
You didn't taste it at all.
Not
just
ta-
like
I'm not even touching it.
You
unless I
weren't
got gloves
curious.
on. That shit, I don't
You weren't
know.
curious
Hell
at all
no.
what it tastes like.
No.
He might have a knife. So what did they use for that? Just curious.
I mean, I don't know. I probably had to like make like newspapers, soap,
Yeah.
stuff like
so
that.
some
like
of the
paper,
females,
yeah.
some of the females used to do the same thing, and they used magazines. If they were given a magazine, they used the magazine. It was so disgusting that they would jam something like that in them. But a magazine, they'd wet it down, they'd round the tip, and then they'd put a fucking a trash bag over it, and that's what they used.
Yeah, but
man.
at that point, it's whatever you can fucking find.
Drinking bros. The more you know.
Well, hey, wait, hey, Ross. Here's another thing. What else do they use? You know what a fifi is?
Yeah,
Explain
they
it.
got
Explain
So
a fifi.
What they'll do is they'll take, they'll pretend like they're gonna go clean their cell or whatever, and they want to get some
Rubber gloves.
latex gloves, and so they'll ask you for a couple, and they'll just keep collecting them, and they make this homemade like vagina out of it, and they fuck it.
Yeah, bro. And they'd sell them. They'll
Yeah,
sell them, dude.
you
They'll sell them to their
collect, like,
buddies.
Because some people
Hundreds
make
of
them better
mayonnaise
than others.
packets.
I
Yeah,
mean,
well, there's a guy there that always makes it better than others, and he's
Exactly.
willing to sell it to his buddies for cigarettes, for whatever
well,
it is.
and we don't use
Has he
tobacco,
used
but
it?
like rations and
Rations,
stuff like that.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I have to be honest with you guys. I truly think that if like us four went to jail, we'd be the most resourceful motherfuckers. Like, we
absolutely.
would run a black market. Like, all right, Rocco's got the porcelain. Ross is on the newspaper. JT, I don't know what he's doing, but it's going to make
has
money.
Cell phone service,
So
and you can make phone calls.
Internally, we would run the jail because we're like, we all want to drink and shit. So we're selling like the most obscure, intimate objects just to.
You have a weird pew on your microphone. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Whatever.
I can
Just
see
to make some
Jared
money.
doing a lot of weird fetishes for people. Like, hey,
We would whore him out. We would. There.
Hey, send me that text message.
I'll be
I'm
your
gonna post
bottom
what a
tickler.
Fifi
Yeah.
looks like on the podcast.
Oh my
So,
god,
or-
it's like a
or-
fake ass.
Our buddy Weston,
Yeah,
who's in
dude.
the studio tonight, just pulled up a picture of what is it called?
It's a Fifi, yeah.
It's a Fifi.
We'll post it on the Instagram Drinking Bros podcast so you can see it because it's a real thing.
So Fifi is a general term, but the elastic gloves, what are they called? Latex gloves is a special one that most of them use. It's a great looking thing.
I'm not like a pocket pussy guy. I just jack
You
off.
will be.
Bro, in prison, they all resort to
No,
it.
that's stupid. though.
Butthole or rubber glove? What are you going with?
rubber
Butthole.
glove. Rubber glove.
Oh shit!
Cheers! Cheers!
To the butthole.
Ah, take a drink,
To the
baby.
butthole.
Holy shit!
That escalated quickly.
Wow,
Yeah,
this is
it got-
this is
I'm
a
thank-
prison episode.
That goes
Thank
back
God
to
I'm
what I said.
drinking King
Cuter
Cobra
smiles
tonight.
and tighter buttholes.
Cuter smiles and tighter buttholes.
Brick killed a guy with a trident.
Yeah. Hey,
Wow, the prison episode.
see, since it is the prison episode, let me ask you this: has any of the guards ever fucked any inmates in there,
Oh shit! So,
or gotten like head and shit like that?
right away.
yeah.
I got a couple of stories for that one. But,
Let's hear them. Let's hear them right now because this is fucked up.
in Leavenworth, you have male and female guards, but it's an all-male prison.
Where do the female bad military people go?
Miramar, California.
Yeah.
No shit.
They go to Miramar, California.
They are.
And then like either Korea, Mannheim,
Oh
Germany. or-
God, they sent them overseas.
Well, they won't send them over, but if they're already over and they go,
okay.
you know. But anyway, so some of these girls will start writing them letters and passing letters and try to have sex with them.
Yeah.
Depending, they can go and have sex in a closed door with no cameras. But there's this one incident where we had we would call him a pod janitor, and he had more free roam around the pod to do whatever he
Yeah.
wanted because he cleaned the whole thing.
Yeah,
And-
it's like a trustee.
yeah, and he would go clean our bathrooms.
Yeah.
So one of the guys decided to go into the bathroom, and this was one of the guards, and he couldn't keep it down. He was horny and everything through shift. So he went and rubbed one off, but some of it went onto the toilet. Well, that inmate went in, cleaned it up, wiped it on his collar, and
Yes.
he calls the guard down. Guard comes down. He goes, "Hey, you see what I got here on my collar? This is from you. I know it was you. I watched you go in there and everything." He's like, "If you don't let me suck you off," he's like, "then I'll go tell on you."
Yes.
Well, it wound up happening, and then everything came out, and he.
With the guards, the dude sucked that.
Yeah.
other dude
Well,
off?
you gotta
so
understand.
Sucked
the
the guard
guard
off.
got sucked
Yeah.
off by the inmate. The inmate. This one was
By
a
a
flamboyant
dude?
one.
He wanted it by
Yeah.
a dude.
Yeah.
But you
by a
gotta
dude.
understand here. These guys are always fishing for a chance to
They're
fuck
looking.
you up.
Well, they're
looking for the
probing. How do you
weaker
get out?
guys.
Yeah, of course.
Right, and
of course.
so right there, he knew what he had. He had the power to blackmail this guy, and this guy got so scared and just fucking took the bait.
and I'll
But then
give it-
he's gonna get blackmailed more because that guy goes
No,
yummy,
no,
spit,
Once
white.
it all
Matt-
came out,
Matt.
the dude lost
Yeah, but
his job.
still,
I
it's
mean,
like,
reason
hey,
that's
I caught you jerking off in the
123 why I
bathroom.
kill
Dude, I've
myself
done it in
before
there.
I go in there.
C-130.
hey, well, Ross, there's a shit ton of this in the prison system. Well, the one I worked at is probably a little different because there's male and female.
Well, you were telling me as a story, and
go
if
ahead.
you're cool with telling the story, but like the girl inmates that would like try to
Oh, yeah.
really get you, and you're like,
So-
dude, get the fuck out
Hey,
of
Ross,
here.
there's plenty of times where I was doing count in the female cell, and you'd walk by their door. It's 12 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden they're standing right there in front of you, butt naked.
Yep.
And dude, hey, in a group of 500 women, there's gonna be a few that are attractive. So
Yeah.
definitely, you're just like, fuck you, sit the fuck down, keep going, right? And so you have to be
Weren't
smart
they like
about
they
it.
were like
Dude,
probing though, like
right.
you want this pussy kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
thing? You're
all
like,
the- yeah,
oh
they're
god damn it, I'm not
ultimately-
losing my
It was
job over
really
But
you.
you also got to know too. In a prison, they smell like shit.
Oh,
you don't get your choice. Of,
I was telling
you don't
someone
get your
that.
choice of what
Axe body
Yeah, you don't
spray,
get that.
They're
shit.
the worst
You get
smelling
Irish
women.
Spring, like some nasty
No,
bar soap.
but that's my go-to
like
with that
Irish
shit. It's like when
Yeah.
a girl like in a prison saying like, you know what I'm gonna do? I got it. I'm gonna I'm gonna fuck a prison inmate and lose my job and my
check this
family.
out. Let me
That's
tell
what
you
I
this.
should do. You know,
I got a
Get the
story
fuck
that's
out of here,
caught in
dude.
the
Get the
moment.
fuck
I got a
out
story
of here.
that's nuts, man. So there's a chick. Like I said, I was night shift. She was swings. I would go and relieve her, and she was always the biggest bitch to all of us. And we're like, man, what the fuck is wrong with this chick? And yeah. And so here's the deal. It comes out. She ends up fucking one of the inmates, right? And this inmate, and she's sending him pictures by mail. It's funny as fuck that we never caught it until then. So then she's fucking this inmate. And then he goes, you know what? You're going to fuck everyone else on this bottom floor or else I'm going to say something. So she ends up every day eventually fucking this whole goddamn
my
bottom level.
God.
And now that he's
What
done,
a nice friend, though.
Oh, God, he's shares.
Jesus, he's a hero.
So after she's
Right?
done with her, he sends the picture to the freaking to one of the security guards. They bust her.
I want to be friends with that guy.
Here's the fucked up
knows how
part.
to
She
do
was
it.
married to another corrections officer in the facility, dude.
Oh, God damn.
Hey, check
What's her name?
Even
What's
worse,
her name?
no. Even worse, 6 months later, she shows up to visitation to try and see this inmate, dude.
Oh, my
It's like,
God.
how fucked up are you, man? How fucked up are you, dude?
It was at that moment Kelly
Yeah.
knew she fucked up.
God.
Holy
God
shit!
damn,
So
dude.
so what was the fallout from it? Like, what did what did the guy say? What did the inmate end up doing? Where did she go?
Fuck,
Nothing.
dude.
She gets fired right away, and in that situation, as under a contract, they get charges pressed against her because that's completely illegal. Nothing to the inmate, man. He might go to seg for fucking 2 months and then gets out and it's all done.
It's like, bitch, I'm already in jail.
But
Suck
he has
this
an
dick.
entire floor that's like, you are a god.
Yeah, you're a hero. You're a fucking hero.
Yeah,
Can you imagine?
I mean,
You're
that's
sitting
gotta
in your-
probably give you some
you're sitting in
credibility.
your
He's got a lot of
cell
soup.
reading Popular Mechanics, and one of the
that's-
COs comes in
they're
like,
paying him
I'm
Robert-
here to fuck you.
No, they're
oh fuck.
They
right,
probably
get
all
rid of
paid
this
him.
magazine.
They probably paid him like 5 soups for that shit.
That's
You
a
know what I mean?
letdown. That's my
Soups or honey buns?
Oh yeah,
honey buns are a hot
they're-
commodity.
They're huge.
that's my
I
letdown.
hate honey buns.
My letdown with the crew. It's like everybody's married. We're all in relationships. So I'm like, I want to try to like get famous enough where like my friends get laid, but then everybody's married. So I'm like, you guys suck. You know?
No, I'm
Yeah.
good, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. You guys are good because y'all have wives. So it's
Yeah.
like, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're safe.
I love that response. I really wanted that.
We'll just give
Ox?
it to the
Ox?
Ox.
Give it to Ox.
You can take all the extra.
Ox is a pretty handsome
he's
dude.
married too. God
too.
damn.
Everybody's
Wifing up.
That's what happens.
Weston! Yay! Weston!
But he likes dudes.
No.
Yeah, it
I'm just
sucks.
kidding, man.
It sucks that you like guys.
Do you know what the
It
thing
really
is? He actively is like, oh, like today, he's like, I kissed Matt. I'm like, no, it didn't happen in that context.
Again, it's the same comment. It's not gay. It's a Marine thing.
Yeah, he's just loves the dudes.
By the way, Ross, look at your camera. This is what we call the tactical Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, tactical Ryan Seacrest.
Look at him. That's a fine looking gentleman. It looks like
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude, man.
it looks like
Weston-
Jason Sudeikis a little bit.
Ross, I'd take you in a brioche any day.
He's
Yeah, you
he's
would.
taking- yeah.
Goddamn right you would.
We're working with Weston on
Saucy gentleman.
I'm a little
On a new
tiny
show
minx
for
is what
Variety.
I
Talk
am.
about the show.
Let's talk about the show.
We can talk about
yeah.
the
So
show.
Wait,
we
wait,
won't get
which-
too much.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ross.
Which show are we talking about here for the audience?
The reason why Weston's here is what we're talking about.
Yeah. So Weston is what's your? I don't know.
He's
What
the
your,
executive producer.
I know. God damn it, JT. He works for We Are the Mighty, which is a military news outlet that does creative content, entertainment content. They're really cool. We love We Are the Mighty. Good people. We work with them. But with that, we're working with Verizon and a small subordinate project based off of that to kind of do hopefully a military Key and Peele, which will be free content. We're not making
on the Go 90 app.
Yeah,
on
Go
Verizon
90 app.
phones.
We're not making any money. It's merely just
fun creation
a
of shit.
a fun fuck off. So we're excited about it. So he's out here scouting locations.
Weston's the lead.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Nice. Well, welcome, Weston. Is he going to be on a show one day?
Yeah,
might
we'll
be-
have
yeah.
him. We'll have him on the next episode.
On the next episode? Perfect.
Yeah. Now that we got everything hardwired up, we just hot. seat
Yeah.
it.
On the next episode. Whenever you say next episode, I think of Dr. Dre. I really do. I really do. Well, hey, this was Ox. Thank you for being here. This is one of my favorite shows thus
Thank you.
far.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
And who is the drinking bro of the week, guys?
All right, the drinking bro of the week this week is a guy that has become in the last 3 years very close to all of us, Mr. Steve Howie.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All
You're throwing
right.
with Steve.
I had just finished
That-
you know
season
that-
5 of Shameless.
That's a shameless plug, dude. That's a
What?
shameless
I
plug.
just finished season 5 of Shameless.
Literally.
Did you not get my?
Shameless
Yeah,
plug.
there you go. Let the gears go. There
Wow.
it is.
Jared,
So he-
those hamsters are trying to catch up to that wheel in your
I'm
mind.
just saying.
Hey, he's,
Fuck.
he stopped returning my text messages, which pisses me off a little bit. I'm not
How do
gonna
you
lie.
know that?
Because he doesn't reply to my
You
fucking
probably
text
got the wrong
messages.
number.
That's
Let
like
me
Jack.
check
That's
it.
like Jack Osborne. He doesn't reply to me anymore. You know.
Oh, God. What do you mean? I have his number.
Whatever.
Just calling
replies to
motherfuckers out.
everything.
You
Did
know.
he change? Did he change his number?
He might have.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. I'm just saying, because he's on the spot
Ross.
always.
Oh, God.
Literally sent him a picture
exactly.
of my feet watching his
I'm with
show.
you. I'm with you.
But he is a nice guy. He's great. He's been
I
great.
love the
We've
dude.
had so much fun
Love
with
the
him.
dude.
No, Steve's cool as fuck,
He
dude.
killed it in season 5. Like he stole the whole season of Shameless for season 5. That's why I want to shout him out. 'cause
I
just
think you
finished
should
it.
not talk about his TV show as much and tell him how he's actually a good dude.
He is.
Jared
a fucking
fucks dudes.
good dude. He's,
Drinking,
he's a riot.
drinking Bros is not about fame. It's about being a good dude. And Steve is a good
He
dude.
loves guns. He's
Yes.
a good
Loves
shooter.
guns.
Yes.
He's always posting photos.
He got
shirts.
in really good shape
He's
recently.
in good shape.
God damn.
Dude, his dick is so fit.
His dick is
What?
huge.
His dick has a six-pack.
It does. It really does.
In season 6, you see him in a leopard thong.
No.
Oh fuck.
But Julia's not watching that.
No,
Hey, that's a nice way to cap. That's a nice way to cap
You think
off
he's
this
hot? You
prison
think he's fucking
episode.
hot?
Yeah. Oh, you like that shit?
All right, I'll let Ross lead it out, but we are out of this motherfucker. For Rocco,
yeah.
for JT, for Matt Best, and
Bye, bitch.
Yes.
Your
and
name.
Ross Patterson.
Jay.
And
Do you-
Ross motherfucking
Ox.
Patterson, we are
The
out of here.
Ox.
This
We fucking love you
podcast-
guys.
This podcast is brought to you by Carnivore Club. What goes great with both beer and wine? Meat. And for all those meat eaters listening right now, imagine this. Every month, somebody packs 2 pounds of meat of the tastiest, high-quality, dry-cured meat they can find into a box. And then they mail that box to you. It's a new meat every single fucking month. Venison jerky, wild boar salami, spicy spreadable pork, you name it. Well, guess what? It's a real fucking thing. It's called Carnival Club. Taste it for yourself. Go to carnivoreclub.co and sign up. You can use the promo code Drinking Bros to get 10% off your first box. We own it, we eat it, and we love it. Thank you,
Dude,
Carnival Club, for sponsoring
That's a good
us.
plug, Ross, but we're over here getting fat kid hungry.
We're eating all
Made
this
it.
meat, bro. Look at
Made
this.
it up. USA.
Carnivoreclub.co. Thank you.